Starting audio log for exploratory inspection and examination of item number SCP 049 2. The creation date was October 20th, 20, and object classification is unsafe. Please note on audio log that the specimen was restrained for today's examination for safety protocols. The species is known on file as the cured. It appears that SCP 049 2 is the creation or test subject in brackets of SCP 049, known on file as the Plague Doctor. It seems that 049 has deemed these test subjects to have in brackets pestilence. Please note that I would like to look up 049's file to find out further what they deem as pestilence. It seems that after he eases his test subject's pain by taking their life, he then performs surgery to, in brackets, cure them of the disease. There's also an amendment here on the file that SCP 049 used to be granted test subjects or corpses due to good behavior. However, the amendment now says that SCP 049's test subjects have been halted indefinitely as of now. I see. It appears that these test subjects 049 2 will come back as reanimated corpses. Fascinating. Okay. Beginning inspections have found that they do not seem to retain any prior memories or mental functions before, now only having basic motor skills and response mechanisms, which we will be testing today. Alright. 049 2 are generally inactive or moving very little, however, will become extremely aggressive if provoked or directed by 049. Okay, they have all their biological functions, but from beginning inspections, it looks like their physiology is different than that of a understood human. And SCP-049 refers to these as cured. Okay. So what I will be doing today is looking over SCP-049 2, testing their senses, taking a look at their physiology and what changes SCP-049 has made to either confirm or come up with a better understanding of what is going on with 049 2. There is some information here on Plague Doctor, height 6'2", trying to remove the, in brackets, pestilence from the world. He can speak multiple languages but seems to prefer English or medieval French. Alright. Oh, there's a temporary containment procedure. It says, for Containment Committee Orders 049 S19171. 049 is no longer permitted to interact directly with any members of Foundation staff, nor is it to be provided with any additional corpses to be used in its surgeries. This order shall persist indefinitely. And it looks like Research Sector 02 on Site 19 in Containment Cell. Alright. Add a note that I would like to look into this temporary containment procedure and see if I can be granted access for an interview with SCP-049. I would like to try to make some headway on these cured, and I believe he could have some valuable information. Alright, let's start exploratory inspection. So, I will go ahead and audio log my steps for validation, starting to sanitize my hands. Now, I did not see on file anywhere that these cured have any allergies, so I did grab vinyl gloves to be safe. Going to put on vinyl gloves now. Alright, I'm going to start by just inspecting the facial features and seeing how the skin reacts to my touch. So, it was noted that these creatures are pretty docile and less aggravated. So far to my touch, I'm not having any signs of aggression. Please note on the audio log that skin seems to have lost some of its elasticity, while it still appears fairly human. It also seems a little stiff, as if some rigor mortis had started to set in. It's quite fascinating. Head movement and neck muscles feel good. No loss of muscle tone from what I can feel. And movement does not seem stiff, even though skin feels as if some rigor mortis had set in. Okay. Very good. Alright. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at their eyes. While SCP-049-2 has been documented to be fairly human, it also says it lacks all memories and basically only has some slight motor function. So I would like to see how their senses and everything react. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see how their eyes dilate and if they respond to life and light. I have some eye drops right here. And I'm going to put a couple drops in each eye. And this will help with opening up the iris so I can take a glance inside. So I'm going to open up their eye here. And okay, note on the vial that there was some slight aggression when I tried to open their eyelids a little bit wider. I'm going to try again. They are restrained, so I should be okay. Okay, just going to. Okay, and the other side here. Okay, drops have been administered. Okay. I'm going to give those a moment to kick in here. Okay. While I'm waiting, I'm just going to make some notes here on my file. Okay. Very good. And while we wait, I'm just going to grab their temperature if I can get this under their tongue. Okay. Going to attempt to open their mouth here. Okay. They're putting up a slight fight here, but I was able to keep their mouth shut for the temperature. Okay. They are colder than the standard human temperature. So, just adding that to their file here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a look in their eyes. Okay. Note on audio log, when I shined light into the first eye, there was a slight reaction. However, they now seem to be unresponsive to the light after the initial glance in. Okay. That looks normal. SCP-049-2 does not appear to be following the light with their eyes, though everything looks correct inside Let's see if okay. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. They follow the light with their head, but not their eyes, turning towards it to see what it's doing, but also seem uninterested. Alright, going to take a quick look in their mouth here. Okay. SCP-049-2 appears to be lacking saliva. Their mouth is dry. Going to go to the side here and take a look in their ears. Okay. Ears are looking good as well. Seem to be dry and lacking any earwax. Okay. Going to check the other side here. Okay. Alright, this ear looks the same. Dry and lacking any earwax or oil or moisture. Alright, but everything else looks normal. I'm gonna come back around here. Okay. I'm going to see how SCP-049-2 reacts to sounds. So, I'm going to hold my hands up to each ear and make a sound and see if there's any response. Starting with rubbing of my vinyl gloves. Okay, other side. Alright. Note that there was a slight twitch, but that the cured seemed uninterested by that sound. I am now going to test with a tuning fork here. So, there we are. Tuning fork did elicit a response where 049-2 turned head towards sound. Alright, tuning fork does seem to show aggression in 049-2 as well. Note that I should look into whether or not different frequencies are causing these aggressions from 049-2. Alright. Tuning fork has been completed. Going to make some notes here in the file. Next, I am going to listen to 049-2's lungs to see if they need oxygen or if they have a heartbeat. So, I'm going to get a little close here. Okay. Okay. All right. 049-2 did appear to have a heartbeat. However, it was much slower than the normal physiology of a human. Okay. Next, I'm going to take the blood pressure. So I'm going to slide the cuff here under the restraints. Okay. Now there is some slight aggression as I think they are thinking the cuff is a restraint. Alright. Cuff has been secured. Removing cuff. And just as I expected, blood pressure is very low. Okay. Looks like it's about 60 over 20. Alright. Alright. I'm just going to take a quick inspection of the arms here. Alright. Skin seems to feel the same as it did on the face. Loss in muscle tone and elasticity, but cold and tight from the rigor mortis. Okay. Okay. Today I will be taking a slight sample for testing purposes, but note that I would like to come back and do a full exploratory surgery of 049-2's chest cavity to see what the plague doctor has done and moved around inside. Okay. So we are going to start with getting a sample. Alright, I'm going to start by administering some anesthetic to 049-2. Well, they do seem unresponsive to most touch. It has been proven from previous inspections that SCP-049-2 does react to pain. So, just get this over their face here. Okay. Turning on anesthetic gas. Removing gas. Alright. Now that should wear off in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the area of extraction. Just going to wipe that clean. Okay. Alright. Going to open a new scalpel here. So I'm going to be removing a tissue sample. I will cut a small piece from the chest here, and then we will stitch it up and apply a bandage and send this off to the lab. Okay. Going to start with the incision now. Okay. Just going to cut a quick sample here. Alright. Good. And just going to here with this and get it into my jar. Right. Good. Now we just need to stitch up the extraction point. So we're just going to make a few stitches here. Doing about 10 stitches. Okay, I'm afraid the anesthetic might be wearing off. Note that for the exploratory surgery that we give a stronger dose of anesthetic. Alright, I'm going to tie that off here. And just need to cut that. And good. Alright. Have a sample right here now. And I will give this to the lab for further investigation into the makeup of SCP-049-2. Okay. I believe I have everything I need for today. And I will look into setting up an interview with Plague Doctor item number SCP-049. Alright, this is Dr. Smith, and I am ending the first audio log with 049-2, known as the Cured.